I want to show you how I packed all of this into this. As a solo traveling wedding and events videographer, I wanted to pack just a backpack as a personal item and a carry-on for a recent trip, and I'm going to show you what everything is that's in here and how I packed it to fit everything for a 4-day trip, including clothes and personal items. Okay, so the Brevity backpack, I just unzipped it around the whole part here, and then this part opens up. My glasses, they were just here because these kind of float from the personal pocket on the top to the camera slot here. This is an empty fanny crossbody bag because I just use this for all weddings, and this is just like small enough to be able to fit small SD cards or extra batteries in my phone. Okay, so coming in here, the first things I'm going to take out are, this right here is a different case that I put on my phone for carrying around on wedding days. It just looks more neutral and fits versus like my existing phone case, which has like clouds on it. This is my Pelican case for all of my SD cards. By the way, I have audio right here. This honestly could have gone into the carry-on too, but again, if it was going to be checked, I wanted to ensure I had at least 2 sources of audio on me, and like just in case. So this is my Tascam DR10L mic, which is very common for wedding videographers who need to mic the groom. So lenses, actually this already has an ND filter on it. This is my full frame Sony f1.8 85mm. My wide angle lens, this is my Tamron 17 to 28 f2.8. I love this lens. I'm actually starting to use it a lot more than I thought. I have, this is actually an APS-C lens, and it is just putting in work. This is a 55 to 210. Then this is my smaller camera body. This is the Sony a7C. When this came out, it was the smallest and most lightweight full frame camera body on the market. It's well loved, and this is honestly usually the camera that I was doing more of my sit down higher end videos for YouTube, and now I've just started to like use my phone more. And then finally is my Sony a7 III with the f1.8 55mm, and then this has, I believe these are 82mm variable ND filters. Now moving on to this, I've got mints. These are the Neuro mints. These are always sold out. Then this is for smaller items. So I have like my charger for my iPhone. When you're traveling, you never want to have a battery in your checked bag or else they'll pull it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 batteries, and then there's 1 in each of the camera bodies. So I had 6 total batteries. A little tool for like your tripods and needing to adjust anything like on your gimbal. I have my hand sanitizer. Oh, and then this was like, if you just want like a refresher, it's like a eucalyptus like breather. Forgot I had that in there. This top one, let me just give you a disclaimer, is probably gonna just have a lot of like random things in it because this is just what happens. Charger for my laptop. I always bring a little Ziploc of like quick snacks. So like I had oatmeal, and then this is the 4 Sigmatic like mushroom coffee, AirPods, hair clip, SSD drive, wallet. I don't even know how I fit this in here, but this is my, these are baby wipes, unscented, just the ones from Costco. Hand sanitizing wet wipes. More snacks, because when you're a mom, you just always have snacks. DJI phone holder, so I put this at the top of my camera. More pens, lip liner, and then this was a cord that was floating in there because a guy at the wedding was like, hey, do you have an extra charger on you for USB-C? And so I was like, actually. And so yeah, that's everything in here. So yeah, this was everything that I have in my backpack, just in case if, you know, like they lost my bag or whatever. I already had some clothes on me, and then I had like, you know, some essentials. All right, let's open up the carry-on now. Again, don't judge me. I did not actually even fold anything. I always like to carry like Febreze. I think this is the fabric. Yeah, this is the fabric Febreze hair gel, because my like go-to hair look really for weddings has been just the slick back look. I have underwear, bras here. So I have my toiletries bag. This is honestly in real life like everything that I kind of use on a daily and even own. Honestly, this looks really jumbled and I think it's because I just squished it in here. Sunscreen to shampoo, face wash, conditioner, just like a bunch of toiletries. And then I also have a hairbrush, which I was saying I wish I brought my smaller hairbrush, beauty blender, toothbrush, all my makeup is kind of on the side, razor, eye drops, little perfume. I like to bring that. Clothes, I just threw this in here. First, you want to put the big item in, like what this is. I first put this here. And then these are all the clothes. You want to put the clothes on the side that pulley part is. You'll see that this part right here doesn't allow for much play with the structure if I needed to put a tripod and a monopod. So you want to put all your soft items on this side that have the retractable handlebar. Hard items away from the joint, and hard items are in the side that's smooth. Soft items, excluding this, I put in this part. Now for this side, which is mainly camera gear, minus some sandals. Then I have, this is like audio gear and other miscellaneous items. I have like my battery charger. These are all cables. And then this is the Sony TX650. I have an XLR cable. I have an additional, this is a USB to USB-C charging. This is a mic sleeve, so that if I wanted to slip this inside the mic for a redundancy line of audio. This is also my Zoom mic, but these are a couple audio sources that I love and are tried and true. Hi, Lulu. You gonna help unpack with me? This is the drone that I brought, and actually this case is what I carried on the wedding day. These were boots that are like a Chelsea boot that I wore on the wedding day. I always like to put shoes that I wore in like a bag, just because until I can get home and like clean them. This was the most strategic part. So like I said, hard items you want to put closer to the outside versus the joint. I was able to just take apart my monopod. This was like my main stabilizer of choice this weekend. So then this all just like reassembles like this. And there you go. And then this is the tripod. This is actually Chris's favorite tripod. It's magnesium alloy. So that's that. That's pretty much everything. Another thing I wanted to touch on was just my outfit planning. So I'll give you a close-up here as to what I did as far as outfit planning. And honestly, like I said, it was a bit overpacked anyway. So I actually don't even have pictured here the pair of shoes and the outfit I wore when I was traveling. So this is all that was just packed. So starting from left to right, I have a bathing suit that I brought because I went to the beach one day. This right here is a folded up long maxi, and then I usually wear these boots with them. They're like a Chelsea flat boot, very comfortable. I then have a pair of sandals, a blouse, and then I have pajamas. It's like a toil print tennis dress from Aerie, an O'Neill long maxi sundress. I have just a simple white hat, and then coming in the middle, American Eagle. I like love the Aerie American Eagle fabric. This is like a 3/4 length scoop neck shirt. It's a yellow fitted tee, a blue tank top, and then this pink was actually what I wore when I traveled in on the day one. And then for bottoms, I wore these like biker shorts, which have a pocket, a high-waisted Levi's jean shorts, and then this is kind of like a black tennis skirt. Let me know if this was helpful for your next pack out for a trip. Brevity is just a great backpack for like packing out something that doesn't look like a big camera bag, but at the same time, it has that space and the differentiation of like the top like personal item versus the camera gear item. Let me know if you have questions or if you want a part 2 for anything, but best of luck and I'll see you in the next video.